So the setup for the chip and run shot. Now what you want to do is set up with your feet relatively close together, so just slightly narrower than shoulder width. I would say about 2 club heads wide, so just sort of pop your 8-iron between your feet, make sure it's two sort of 8-irons wide. You then want to be holding the club low down the handle. Now I'll get onto hold again in a second, but we went through that a little bit with the putting, but grip when you chip or full shots is actually different to your putting grip. So we'll talk through grip in a second. So you hold it nice and low down the handle, feet close together. You then want to have your ball position either in the middle or just nearer to your back foot. If you start getting it too close to your front foot, you'll probably hit it slightly thin, so you won't get the strike or the contact that you want. So I'll just run through that again. So we're going to stand ball position towards the back foot. We're going to hold the handle nice and low down, and we're going to have our feet nice and close together. We then have the handle slightly in front of the ball, so our hands are going to be opposite our left thigh. So then we can just make sure we're keeping our hands ahead of the ball through the hit. Okay then, so now onto the grip. Now the grip is slightly different to the chip shot and full swing, to the putting. So you'd have the same grip generally when you hit a full shot, a pitch, a chip, a drive or a bunker shot, but then when you putt it's a different grip. So when we mentioned about the putting grip, it was thumbs down, but your finger is down, your finger on your left hand is across the fingers in your right hand. Then you keep everything together, rock back and through. So now the difference is, so you still have your left hand at the top, you have your right hand underneath, but this time we link our fingers. Okay, so we have still have our thumbs down and our V's going up to our right shoulder. So the other thing that's different as well in putting, we actually spoke about having a grip through your palm. Well now actually we want to get it through the fingers here. So that was where we had our putting grip to keep our wrists all together and not moving much. So now we're actually moving it more towards the fingers. So then the fingers close over on the handle, then the right hand sits on top. Then you have an option to either overlap the little finger on top of your index finger or interlock the finger. Now both grips are used on tour and they're used very well, so it's up to you which one feels more comfortable. Most people tend to opt for this interlocking grip. I actually opt for this overlapping grip, it just feels more comfortable to myself. So we'll just run through that one more time. So the left hand goes on top through the fingers, right hand then sits underneath, but the little finger either sits on top of the index finger or you can link it in. So just try both, see which one feels more comfortable. Now a couple of checkpoints for you to make sure you've got this right is, one, where's the V going on this left hand? Okay, is that pointing at your right shoulder? If yes, that's good. So the V is between your thumb and your index finger, and then again the right hand literally just sits on top of your thumb. So you hide your thumb with your palm and get the tips of your finger underneath the grip and sit your palm on top of the grip there. It will feel awkward, it will feel a bit strange, but you will get used to it, I promise. The more you repeat it, the more you do it, the easier it'll get. So let's go through that again. So left hand underneath, right hand on top, V's going to the right shoulder. That's what you want to be looking for. So now down to alignment. Now you still want to aim your club face to your target. So you want your club face to be square to your target. So I've got a golf ball in front of me. So I would be lining up my club face to land right by that golf ball. So the first thing I would do is make sure club face is square to that golf ball. Now there's a couple of ways you can do this. You can stand down the line and pick a spot about 2 or 3 feet in front, or you can just visually see a sort of imaginary line to your target and adjust the line of your club face to that target. So that is the face aim. So make sure your club face is pointing directly where you want the ball to go. Now there are some shots where we don't do this, but this shot you need to point that club face directly where you want the ball to go. Then your body alignment. Now with chipping, it actually helps to aim your body a little bit left of your target. Now the reason why we do this, our body being open helps our hands to come through nice and straight. It kind of reduces the flicking motion because we don't want any flicking motion. So we stand with our feet, our chest and our hips aiming slightly left of target to then allow the hands and the arms and the club to come through in this nice straight line. So it'll look a little bit like this. So you'll see I've put a shaft down, I'm pointing that at the flag. Now the reason why that's at the flag is actually there's a slope all from right to left here. It's actually quite a big slope. You may not be able to see it too clearly on the camera. So the golf ball it's a good 15-20 feet right of my target. So I line up my club face to the right of the target. I've got my feet, my shoulders, everything going left of target. 10-15 feet left of target. Then land it up by the golf ball, and can you see where the ball's just feeding left? There's a huge slope there, so it's rolling left of target. So I could have even had my landing zone slightly higher there. So that is the alignment. So body alignment slightly left of target, club face alignment actually on your landing area, where you want that ball to land.